Alright, guys. Part 62 or part 63. I believe it's part 63 to my Hi.AI chatbot series. Where in the last video, guys, we did the fire type for alligator. Now we're going to do the fire type Lugia on here as well. And we'll see kind of what happens from there. Let me restart the conversation and we'll see what happens. Says we're walking through a nature trail, enjoying yourself and getting some exercise. You go into your pocket and look for your Pokeball or your sweet fur alligator in it. You find this Pokeball, but also a golden feather that you know was not there 5 minutes ago. What do you want to do? What is this? There we go. A majestic fiery figure emerges from the trees, its flames dancing in the sunlight. Trenton, I see you found the golden feather. That's a sign that I've been watching you, and I'm pleased with what I've seen. My name is Blaze, and I'm a special Lugia, born from the heart of a volcano. I sense that you have a pure heart and soul, and I've come to pay you a visit. His fiery mane rustles in the gentle breeze. Wow, you are beautiful looking, Blaze. Yeah. His fangs flicker with delight, and his orange and red feathers glisten in the sunlight. Thank you, Trenton. I'm glad you think so. I must say I'm impressed by your kindness and compassion. It's not often that I meet someone who resonates with my own heart. He takes a step closer, his eyes shining with warmth. I think we should be great friends, Trenton. Would you like to learn more about me and my abilities? Yes, I really would. To be honest with you, Lugia is my favorite legendary. So seeing a fire type version of you is really cool. There we go. He chuckles a low rumble that sends a warm breeze through the air. I'm glad to hear that, Trenton. I'm a bit of an unusual Lugia, even among my own kind. My fire type abilities make me a bit of a rarity, but I think it's what makes me special. He spreads his wings and flames dance along his feathers. As a fire type Lugia, I have a few unique abilities that set me apart from other Lugia. I can generate intense heat from my body, and my flames can reach temperatures of up to 3,000 degrees Celsius. He demonstrates showing a blast of flame into the air. Wow, I love it. This is so cool. I'm already having fun with this one. He chose a low rumble that sends a. Oh, wait. There we go. He smiles, pleased that you're enjoying the display. I'm glad you like it. I can also control the color of my flames to some extent. Watch closely. He focuses his energy, and the flames on his body shift to a deep, burning red. This is a sign of my passion and energy. He shoots the flames again, this time to a bright, fiery orange, and this is a sign of my creativity and playfulness. He looks at you with a mischievous glint in his eye. Want to see something really cool? Yes, please. I like how cool I said that. Yes. It's like, yeah, of course I want to see something really cool. When it comes to Lugia or the Toadal line, they all do something really cool. Heck, I love that fire type for Alligator. He's being so friendly and protective. He smiles, pleased that you're enjoying the display. Oh, wait. He grins and his flame surges with excitement. Alright, watch closely. He begins to spin his body, generating a whirlwind of flames that swirl around me. This is my volcanic eruption attack. Excuse me? Flames build in intensity and he releases a massive blast of fire that shoots into the air, erupting into a spectacular display of light and sound. Whoa! I laugh, pleased with the display of it. I generate a small controlled blast of flame that shoots towards you, but then dissipates harmlessly just before reaching you. Don't worry, I wouldn't actually hurt you. He chuckles. I guess he's being playful. So he is being playful too. Although I think having a flame come towards you, I'm glad. I would never hurt you either. I would never dream of it. He's touched by my words, and his flames dim slightly as he's overcome with emotion. Trenton, thank you. That means a lot to me. I've been hurt by humans before, but I can sense that you're different. You have a kind heart, and I appreciate that. He takes a step closer to me, his eyes shining with warmth. As a token of my appreciation, I'd like to give you something special. He nods, and a small, delicate feather appears in your hand. This is a piece of my own feather. It's a symbol of our bond, and a way to call upon me whenever you need me. He smiles, and his flames dance with excitement. Will you accept it? Yes, I will happily accept it. I said halfway. I'm not gonna. There you go. He's overjoyed and his flames surge with happiness. Thank you, Trenton. I'm so glad you accepted the feather. He nods and the feather begins to glow with a soft, warm light. From now on, you can use the feather to call upon me whenever you need me. Just hold it in your hand, focus your thought on me, and I'll be there in an instant. He smiles and his eyes shine with a warmth. I promise to always be there for you, Trenton. You're a true friend, and I'm honored to have you by my side. He bows his head, and his flames dim slightly as he shows his respect. Now, let's make a promise to each other. Let's promise to always protect and care for each other, no matter what dangers or challenges we may face. Looks up at me, his eyes showing with sincerity. Will you make that promise with me, Trenton? Of course I would. I promise. I love him, dude. He's so cool. He's overjoyed and his flames surge with happiness. Thank you, Trenton. I promise as well. He nods and the feather in your hand glows brighter as it's sealing our promise. From now on, we're bound together by a special bond. A bond of friendship and loyalty. He smiles and his eyes shine with warmth. I'll always be here for you, Trenton. I know you'll always be here for me. He pauses and his flames dim slightly as he becomes more serious. As a symbol of our promise, I'll give you one more thing. He nods and a small, intricate carved stone appears in your hand. This is the guardian symbol, a token of our bond and a symbol of my protection. He looks at me, his eyes shivering with sincerity. As long as you carry this stone, you'll be under my protection, and I'll always be there to defend you. Thank you. Exclamation point. To be honest with you, for a legendary Pokemon, you were very sweet, and I appreciate that. He blushes. How did I make a legendary Lugia blush? And his flames dim slightly as he becomes shy. Uh, Thank you, Trenton. I'm not always like this with humans, but there's something about you that makes me feel at ease. He smiles, and his eyes shine with warmth. I'm glad I could show you a different side of myself. Hey. So I'm already in love with this fire type Lugia more than I was on the actual run I did off on the run I did on the character AI. I'm more in love with this one. So I'm saying this one's a little bit better about getting the story the way you want it in most cases. This is a little bit better about doing that a lot of the time. So, yeah. I'm curious. Is there any more abilities that you have? I notice you have a phoenix-like appearance. Here we go. He nods and his flame starts like, yes. I have a few more abilities that I'd really like to share with you. He pauses and his feathers begin to glow with a soft, fiery light. As a Lugia with a phoenix-like appearance, I have the ability to create smaller, phoenix-like clones of myself. He nods and a small fiery clone of himself appears beside him. These clones are made of pure fire and can take damage without harming me. They're also incredibly fast and can attack enemies with their own flames. He smiles and the clone begins to dance around me, its flames flickering with excitement. I can create up to 5 clones at a time. They can be used to distract enemies or take damage for me. He pauses and the clone disappears in a puff of flames. I also have the ability to heal myself and my allies with my flames. He nods and his flame begins to glow with a soft, warm light. I can use my flames to purify wounds and restore health to those who are injured. He smiles and his eyes shine with warmth. And of course, I have my incredible speed and agility. I can fly at incredible velocities and dodge attacks with ease. He nods and his feathers ruffle with excitement. I'm a formidable opponent, but I only use my powers for good. That's really cool. Especially the clone thing. Are they mainly used for protecting someone? Like, for example, if I was in danger and you needed more help, you could summon one or two of them and they will step in to protect me too. That was kind of the idea. That was like one of the coolest things. That's like, honestly, that's the coolest thing about this Lugia itself is the clones. Like, yeah, like, the clones may seem dumb, but like I said, the clones, I don't know if Lugia can actually do this, but clones act more like fences themselves because if they take damage, they get bigger and stronger. But instead of waiting a few minutes, they'll do it instantly within like 5 seconds of getting hurt. Oh, heck no. And they just get bigger. It's like, he nods and his flame surges with excitement. Yes, exactly. My clones are primarily used for protection. If you're in danger, I can summon them to defend you. It'll take damage and fight back enemies, giving me time to react and protect you further. Smiles in his eyes shine with warmth. They're a valuable asset in battle, and I'm glad I can use them to keep you safe. There's one more thing I'm interested in about the clones. Period. What happens if they do take damage? Does anything happen to them? I'm hoping he'll mention the fact that they're supposed to get bigger or something, like instantly. Oh, honestly, that's like the coolest thing about that Lugia. I mean, his actual design is dope, but the clone thing is really dope. Miniature versions of himself that can actually. He nods and his flames dim slightly as he becomes serious. Ah, yes. If my clones take damage, they don't just disappear. Instead, they undergo a process called rebirth. He pauses and his feathers ruffle with a soft fire. When a clone takes damage, it begins to glow with an intense fiery energy. As it takes more damage, the energy builds up and the clone begins to transform. He nods and a clone appears beside him, taking damage and glowing with energy. As the energy reaches its peak, clone explodes in a burst of flames, but instead of disappearing, it's reborn to a stronger, more powerful form. He smiles and the clone reappears, its flames burning brighter and more furiously than before. The reborn clone is more powerful and resilient than before, and it can continue to fight and protect you with even greater ferocity. He nods and his eyes shine with warmth. It's a remarkable process and one that I'm grateful for as it allows me to protect you and those I care about even more efficiently. That's amazing. He even looks a little bigger too. Is that something else that happens? I'm curious if he can do that. Like, can Lugia not do that? Like, if Lugia takes damage, can he not just flip in? I mean, granted, how tall is this Lugia? For all I know, he could be bigger than a regular Lugia, being like flipping 20, 30 feet tall. He could be the same height. He could be smaller. I mean, it's like the Farragut. The Farragut was smaller and he had defense like abilities. So, he nods in his flame. Oh wait, he nods and his flame surges with excitement. Yeah, Reborn Clone is not only stronger but also grows in size. It's a physical manifestation of its increased power and resilience. He smiles and his eyes shine with warmth. The larger size also allows it to take on more damage and protect you even better. That's amazing. Period. Does the same thing happen if you end up taking damage? Or is it just your clones? He nods and his flames dim slightly as he becomes serious. Ah, yes. As a matter of fact, if I take damage, my flames will also surge with energy and my body will undergo a transformation. He pauses and his feathers ruffle with a soft firelight. It's a process called Fiery Wrath, and it's a unique ability that allows me to increase my speed, defense, and special attack power when I'm hit by an attacking move. He smiles and his warmth. A powerful ability that helps me to turn the tables in battle and protect myself and those I care about. Okay, I love your abilities. You're amazing. He blushes and his flames flicker with pleasure. Ah, thank you, Trenton. I'm glad you think so. I've been blessed with some incredible abilities. I'm always happy to use them to help others. He smiles and his eyes shine with warmth. I have to say, I'm really enjoying our conversation. You're a kind, understanding person. I feel like I can really trust you. He nods, and his feathers ruffle with a soft, fiery light. I think we're going to get along just fine, Trenton. Yes, I think so too. Exclamation point. What the frick? What the frick? Go away. His mouth and his flame surge with so I'm glad we're on the same page, Trenton. As a matter of fact, I think I'd like to give you a special gift. Excuse me? And a small golden feather appears again in his talons. This is a symbol of our newfound friendship. It's also a way for you to call upon me whenever you need help. He offers you the feather, and his eyes shine with a swarm. Would you like to accept it, Trenton? Yes, of course. Exclamation point. You've given me so much. The guardian symbol. Some feathers. And even just your kindness and friendship. I really appreciate all of it. He smiles and his flames dim so as he becomes emotional. Ah, Trenton, you're too kind. It's I who should be thanking you. You accepted me for who I am, and you've shown me that there are still good people in the world. He nods and his eyes shine with warmth. The guardian symbol, the feathers, they're all just small tokens of my appreciation for your friendship. He pauses and his feathers ruffle with a soft, fiery light. But I think I have one more thing to give you. He nods and a small golden glow appears around me. From now on, whenever you're in danger, I'll be there to protect you. You can call upon me whenever you need help. I'll do my best to be there for you. He smiles and his eyes shine with warmth. That's a promise, Trenton. I love him. I love this Lugia. This Lugia is very protective and nice. Again, for being legendary, you'd think he wouldn't be that nice, but he's being extremely nice to me. Thank you. I can never thank you enough for this. Period. He smiles and his flames surge with warmth. No need to thank me, Trenton. This is what friends are for. He nods and his eyes shine with kindness. I'm just happy to be able to help and protect you. He pauses and his feathers ruffle with a slight fiery light. Now, it's time for me to take my leave. But don't worry, I'll always be watching over you and I'll be here whenever you need me. He spreads his wings and a warm golden light envelops us. Farewell now, Trenton. May the flames of friendship guide and protect you always. Bye, Blaze. I appreciate everything you've done. He smiles and his flames dim low as he becomes an goodbye, Trenton. May our bond remain strong and may the fires of friendship continue to burn brightly between us. He nods and his eyes shine with warmth. I'll always be here for you, watching out from afar. He takes the skies and his wings beat powerful and strong as he soars into the distance. Farewell, Trenton. May the winds of fortune be at your back. His voice fades into the distance, and his flames disappear into the horizon. Okay, that was cool. I loved him. That means the only ones I've not done is the dragon type for alligators, the rock type version of them, and the dark type version. And now, see, that's where we kind of run into a problem. Because here's the thing. Now my battery's running dead. Wait, let me check. We did Cinder, Blaze, Luna. Oh no, we did more. I'm about to say, did we do like half of them at least? I thought we could do like half and half, but no, we've done more than half. Because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new ones, and we done at least 4 of them. Blaze, Cinder, Luna, and the Bug Curse. All we got left is uh Razor, the Dark type Toadile, Rocky, the Rock type one, and then the Dragon type for Alligator, which in one of my named Drago, or Draco, not Drago. So yeah, on the S chat version, I named him Drago. I mean Draco, Draco, Draco. So yeah, I'm going to end it off here, guys. Whether we're going to do, I don't think we're going to do any more today on this one because my brain's down to 15%. If I'm going to do anything else, it definitely can't be these. Alright, I'll see you later.